Dude, this is a really good performance.
Thank you so much.
Who came to you, and how did you end up involved in this?
I just auditioned for it. It was a really highly sought after role, and I went in and I read for Doug. And, luckily my take on it was what he wanted out of it. And it was, to his credit, the character was so vivid on the page. And, reading it, it had me laughing out loud because he's such an outlandish character and was certainly a lot of fun to play.
Well, he reminds me of so many people that kind of come out here and kind of are just shocked and I guess starstruck. But but
he is, but it's kind of like this. He has this insecurity with it because he acts like he's totally, not fazed by meeting all these famous actors. But when Vince gets the girls that he thinks should be falling all over him, he reacts very enviously towards him and very vindictively. So yeah, it's his way with the movie stars turns sour really fast.
Yeah, you were kind of a brat in this.
Oh yeah,
I wanted to slap you.
Yeah, he deserved to be slapped. Yeah.
Now, were you a fan of the series? Did you watch all 8 seasons?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I think that me being a fan of the show from when it came out, it's just really neat to see how they pushed it further into this epic movie scale, and that they have honored what the fans are going to want to see and will be happy to see in the film. But it's also a great self-contained summer movie that even if you haven't watched the whole series, it's going to make sense and you're going to be able to plug into it.
Now, what did you bring to the character? Because you say it's all on the page, but what did you bring specifically?
I guess just when the movement and the voice and everything, it's just he wrote a character that's, I don't think based on any one person, but is very identifiable as like the money guys on certain movies who don't really have a connection to the, to the product at all. They just want to be, it's sort of a vanity project for them. And then he added like the Southern attitude that I'm really familiar with. I've worked in the South a lot. I got a lot of family back there. And, the accent wasn't unfamiliar to me, and I think that was one of the things that he sort of enjoyed from my take on that.
And you worked with Billy Bob.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
That was really cool.
On every level.
Yeah, he's a legend, and having him, he's such a great screen presence, too, and having him be the guy that I'm sort of the toady to, and then I kind of go wild when I get out of his sight and go out to Hollywood. It was a really fun thing to do.
What do you think fans will get out of this? I mean, do you think they get a true slice of life of Hollywood?
I really think they do. Yeah, I think it's a really honest portrayal of what happens out there. Even the craziest stuff, even the the wild cameos and everything. I've seen that happen. And I mean, Doug had an example from the press conference the other day where he said that he was sick at home one day and he had a knock at the door, and it was Kurt Russell, who thought he was at Lawrence Kasdan's house, and he was down the street. So there's just stuff like this that happens in this town that they capture in the movie, even and in the show, that even though it seems heightened, is actually the reality.
And you're doing all these great roles. This and Tusk.
Thank you.
It's really impressive to see.
Thanks a lot.
How is this happening? What's next for you?
Just I got the second season of the Spoils Spoils of Babylon. The second series is called The Spoils Before Dying, and that's with Will Ferrell and Kristen Wiig and Michael K. Williams and Maya Rudolph. And that comes out on July 7th. And then I'm playing a different kind of nasty character, this kind of stalker guy in this movie called Sleepwalker that's coming out in the end of the year. So